There, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Shikha, and in today's video we are talking about the book by Morgan Housel. The book is called The Psychology of Money. So many lessons in this book that cannot be covered into a quick review. So to give you a brief, first of all, without the facts, the book is 230 pages long, not very hard to read, and it is divided into 21 lessons, 21 different chapters, in which Morgan talks about one particular thing about money. So the whole book is about how you should deal with your money and how you should deal with your finances to make big, basically. In terms of money and in terms of financial stability. So the very first thing, the book is divided into roughly four attitude toward money. First of all, what a person's attitude, what a person's behavior dictate about themselves when it comes to money. Then it talks about getting money, which means how are you supposed to earn money. It talks about how we are supposed to earn money, and then how we should be spending our money, and lastly, once you have gained your money, once you have earned your money, how are you supposed to protect your money, and then you are supposed to obviously compound it. You are supposed to increase your generational wealth, isn't it? So the very first lesson that I have learned while reading this book is that everyone have a different attitude and different behavior towards money. Basically, some people might think that money is something to spend and not to save because they have had a privileged childhood. But for some of us, money is something that gives us financial stability, that gives us literally emotional stability, because when you know that you have money in your account, you feel safe, you feel secure, which is the case for me, to be honest. So yeah, we have different attitude toward money based upon how we were raised and based upon how privileged we were during our childhood. मैं कोशिश करूँगी जितना हो सके उतना स्लो पेस में बोलूँ इस वीडियो के लिए. Next lesson that I have learned is that you should not underestimate the power of luck. Why? Because obviously Bill Gates is Bill Gates because he was one of the few children in his childhood days who got the access to use the computer, to learn coding, because coding and using computer wasn't an easily accessible thing in those times when Bill Gates was a child. So we should never underestimate the power of luck. Luck is definitely a factor which comes into play when it comes to money or literally anything that you are gaining in your life. So the next lesson that we learn is learn to say enough. We tend to earn money and then spend the money on whatever the things that we are willing to, or whatever the things that we always wanted, and we end up falling into the endless cycle of this, and we keep on doing the same. We earn money and then we spend the money, and we keep on doing the same and go into the circle and go into the cycle of this. So we should learn then when it is enough for us to have both goods and the money. We should learn that this particular amount is enough for me. I do not need more than that. If it is coming, good and well, but I should not be risking what I have right now, the financial security that I have right now. I should not be risking that financial security in order to earn more money. So this one thing is that you should learn to say that this is enough. The next lesson I have learned is magic of compounding, which means when you get the money, now that you have fulfilled your necessities, you have fulfilled your basic responsibilities, you should be attentive on investing your money and make your money work for you. You should not be working for money, but you should let your money work for you. So basically you should be interested and you should be focusing on investing at the very same time when you are earning your money. It is very important to invest your money in the right places, and also be careful about the same, that to take a risk only enough that you can bear both financially and emotionally. So you should be very intelligent while taking risks as well. That is important too. The next lesson that we learn from this is that you should save your money as much as you can while you can, without a purpose. So usually people save money to buy a new house, to buy a better car, to buy a new television. You should not be doing that. You should save money without a purpose, so that when the time comes, whenever you will unfortunately or fortunately might need money or decide to spend money or something that seems to be important to you, to your future self, you can invest your money at that time, and you shall have the money to invest at that point of time. That's also important. जितना आप अमीर हो जाते हो उतना आप greedy भी हो जाते हो. So you should save yourself from it. you should try not to screw up when it comes to money, because money does not only buy things, it buys you physical, emotional security, it buys you a roof over your head. So you should also keep this in mind while dealing with money. The very after this comes what is being wealthy and what is being rich. According to Morgan, being wealthy and being rich are not similar things. They are two different things. So basically, wealth is the money that is not spent, that stays in your bank account. Wealth is considered the money that is there in your bank account and not the money that you have already spent. So the less you spend, the more you live is the next lesson from the book, which means the lesser your expenses are, the more your income would seem to be. Per se, if you are earning 10,000 a month as your salary, and then you are spending 8,000 rupees on your expenses, on your basic expenses, like you're buying skincare. Nowadays sunscreen is pretty popular, so you're buying skincare, you're paying your rent, you're buying your groceries, you're going out to party, and you're spending 8,000 rupees, and then you are left with 2,000 rupees, which might or might not be used in cases of medical emergencies. You might fall sick and other stuff that might cause you to spend those 2,000 rupees too. Now you're left with absolutely nothing. But on contrary, if you are earning the same 10,000 rupees and your expense including your rent is only 5,000 rupees, then you are left with 5,000 rupees, which you can spend as in the way that you want to. The man in the car paradox. This part was my favorite part from the complete book, The Psychology of Money. The man in the car paradox. So basically, Morgan tells you see the luxury car go by the road, you do not look at the man driving the car, rather you are looking mostly at the car. So it is the same with every one of us. We tend to buy things and goods, luxury car, luxury houses, in order to get respect, in order to get admiration from people. But what it actually gets us is admiration of our objects, of our materialistic things. So basically, according to Morgan, after a certain level, you cannot actually buy respect or admiration by money. People admire materials, not you, if you have money. So respect and admiration can be earned from different things and not only from money. Now when it comes to spending your money, or when it comes to investing your money, you should always try to leave a room for error, which means you should have a plan for the time when your plan does not work. So you should have a plan B for every plan A. You should be prepared for the worst case scenarios. You should not be making decisions on behalf of your future self, which means things that seems to be important right now to you, that seems that you won't be needing in the future, might not actually be true. You should be spending your money in a way that makes you sleep better at night. So to conclude this video, you should be spending your money in a way that makes you sleep better at night, and not only rationally but reasonably. I hope this video was helpful to you. I have stated out facts from the book, and this book is around 230 pages long, but I can definitely tell you 50 lessons that I have learned while I was reading this book, which won't be possible for me to define. So this is the reason I would recommend you to please invest your money in this particular book. Although this paperback version is of rupees 400, if you're not interested in buying the paperback, you can go ahead and buy the subscription of Audible. So Audible is only 199 rupees of subscription, which gives you a whole lot range of books in the audio version. And the audiobook version, it is recorded, and in fact it is way easier to go through a book in the manner of an audiobook, and instead of reading the actual book. It is basically easier to understand the audiobook version rather than the actual physical book. And it will be the subscription of 199, and you will get a credit as well, so you can buy any amount of book with that one credit every month. So that's it for the video. Thank you so much for sitting through the video. I really appreciate this, and I will be signing off. Thank you for your time.